Hello, everybody. And here we are again, Radio Entrepreneurs Studios, streaming stories of entrepreneurship and leadership. And every week we like to check in with the fabulous Marc Z, president of Marc Z Legal Staffing, for our what we describe as our Marc Z moment. Welcome back, Marc.
Thank you, Jeff. It's great to be here, as always, talk about really relevant subjects in the employment market.
Great. So what's going on? I know there's a lot of people still moving around, and some people aren't.
Right. Some people are in terms of the legal market and the business market. Some people are saying, you know what, I want to stay where I am. There's a lot of upward trajectory. Other people are seeing they've hit a limit and there's a better opportunity for their responsibilities or the next stage. Other cases, some people don't have a choice because some firms are restructuring in certain areas. Other groups of firms and companies are making restructuring changes. So a lot is going on. One of the subjects, though, that has really come up, and as you know, like our employment business is like a lab, are attorneys and MBAs who, if they serve in a nonprofit organization, can get credit for their student loans. And it's very prevalent and it's becoming more and more important as the market gets a little looser, that people are looking at options that say, I can go into, for example, an opportunity as a district attorney. I'm not going to be paid as much, but I will have certain loans forgiven and I will learn a skill and I won't have to wait as long as I would at a law firm to go to court, to use the research and writing background I have to really gain hands-on experience. And so you have a lot of people, whether it's going into federal court in terms of experience as a working for as a law clerk or the Justice Department and anything private or state where your loans that you use for law school or getting your LLM in something could be used, something in the nonprofit or the governmental space. You'd have to look, but particularly in the governmental nonprofit. And what it does is in some ways levels the playing field for talented people to go and learn skills, but also levels the playing field for example, the Attorney General or the federal government that wants to retain talented people, but these people have no choice to go on to the private industry because they have expenses and student loans. So what I'm saying to our clients and our audience, when you're doing some hiring, you not only want to look at what the person's compensation requests are, because that will make a difference in terms of making a move, but also maybe a perk of helping them with their loans. Because if they go into the private industry, they have certain loans they have to pay. They have more expenses they have to pay than they would by going in a government position or a government designated nonprofit position.
And I think the main point that you're making, Marc, is that you're trying to give attorneys, young attorneys that have invested in a full career, options, that they don't have to feel pressured to do something that they don't want to do.
Correct. So, for example, if these attorneys want to go right into a specific area of law with a private law firm, the private law firm should understand, or a private business. Somebody has an MBA that they got, and they're going to go into a government position or a corporation, whether it's a life sciences, whether it's biotech. You have to balance and say, here's a talented person, but they have the loans. What we'll do an incentive package to help them with these loans in addition to the regular comp, because they have to help offset what the person's costs are. At the same time, a lot of students or lawyers will have options, as you say, by going into a government position because they know there's a good reason that they're going to have student loans negated because of their service to a government designated nonprofit. So
Right.
options are really important, and both companies, professional services organizations, and individuals should look at all options that could work for everybody.
And I think this is something that you and I both talk to younger attorneys about when we're doing coaching, because we both coach when we're trying to help our clients. I know I'm trying to give them a sense of control over their career, and so are you. And if somebody wants to ask you more about this process, and you're an attorney as well, how do they find you, Mark?
First of all, Jeff, go on to our wonderful Radio Entrepreneurs website, radioentrepreneurs.com. Google Marc Z, M-A-R-C, and the letter Z. MarcZlegal.com, MarcZlegal.com, and 617-338-1300.
And if you like this segment and want to see others, you can find many segments with Marc Z, our fabulous Marc Z, on the Radio Entrepreneurs website. And if you want to start fresh, he'll be back again next week on Radio Entrepreneurs.